was giving me trash about not being here at 8 o'clock, but none of y'all are here at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in a few
Computer
seconds.
says 8.
Trash about not being here at 8 o'clock, but 8 o'clock in a few seconds is not 8 o'clock. 7:59. The clock better turn 8 when you're on the call. I'm just kidding. I don't care. We're human. Why would anyone expect to be there right when you're supposed to be there? It's not like the military or anything. Technically, Jimmy was logged in, but I'm not going to give him credit for being on the call because he definitely was not in his office. He would have heard all of the things that I said to him.
I did hear. Stuff's disgusting.
Yeah, but it's good for you, man.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm
It's
still
better
fat.
than mocha choke bullshits.
That's true, which I don't like those either.
I don't either. Tell me something good. Woo! Got shit all over my computer screen.
We had a good productive day yesterday. Hit all of our goals.
Nice.
Had more than 10 contacts. Stephanie bumped into an old friend at Home Depot. We were picking out paint for Audrey. And she just shut my door. He does fix and flips and needs an agent to represent in the Sacramento and Galt Lodi area. So
We can do that.
yep. The funny thing is she thought it was her ex-boyfriend at first.
He can be a client too.
I told her those are the best people to practice on.
I've sold
You don't
houses
care what
with
they
exes. No ex-boyfriends though.
When I was coaching, they'd be like, I don't know who to call. I'm like, call the third person under D. And they're like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend. I'm like, that's a perfect one to practice on. Oh, and we got an open house for Friday night. But I got Stephanie some experience calling other agents to solicit for open houses. Now Stephanie's going to get to experience circle dialing around your open house and door knocking.
There you go. She gets to experience real estate. How about the rest of you? What are you guys up to? What are your wins, your celebrations? I think Team Fuller's the only one out here.
I have a closing today.
Yeah, you do. First one all day, huh?
All day.
It's early.
It's pretty early.
Pretty early.
I had my closing yesterday, and Dan, you know how I told you I set that appointment with that buyer?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking and I got another buyer lead at that same event that I went to.
A twofer?
Twofer while watching the game.
Wow. Wow. Love that. Love that.
Oh, I had a real realtor had to go off on me yesterday, Dan, and she got surprised when I kind of went off back on her. I was just trying to be really nice, and she said she's going to be emailing my team lead. So you might get an email.
Give her my email, please.
It went. I don't know how the conversation went into like I've been doing this for 22 years, and I'm just like,
oh, that's my favorite.
I'm happy for you. Yeah, I don't know.
For realtors.
I'm a third generation realtor. All right.
I've been hearing it since I've been eating baby food. All right.
That's okay. Let them. Like, puff your chest, baby. Sing it from the trees. I don't care. Treat me like an adult. Treat me like a professional. Okay.
Yeah. Like, and then it kind of pissed me off because on their counter offer, they had the price after concessions, everything at $412. So I did a counter 3 and brung it to $410. Like, and she just went the fuck off. I'm just like, okay.
So what did that 22-year experience have to do with the negotiation?
Yeah, I don't know.
In 22 years, I've never seen anyone negotiate over $2,000, less than 1% of the sales price. It's 0.5% of the sales price.
And her listing's been on the market for 240 days. I'm like,
That's what you should have said. You know, if you've been doing this
I
for
did
22
say
years,
it.
I thought you'd
That's
be a
when the
lot better at
22 years came
negotiating.
out.
Being that you've been doing this for 22
Was
years,
this
I thought
what-
I'd have more of a fight.
Was this Leah, bro?
No.
Oh,
Leo won't talk to me.
I had to put
yeah,
her.
she won't even respond to your text, bro.
Well, here's the thing, Trey, you handle it professionally. Don't let your ego get called into battle.
Nope.
Guys, gals, please let them go off. Let them chimp out. You don't call it. Don't answer them in kind. You know what drives mad people even more mad? Calm.
Yep.
I had one the other day. This broker that had this ego the size of Texas, and they just barking. And
Was that my friend?
no, yours was fun too. That was a while ago. But I just slow it down. Hey, I hear you. Where do we need to work? I just
Yep.
piss them off. Slow it down.
I had
But
to-
do you?
I definitely had to catch myself then because she got me. She was saying all that stuff, and then I told her about the lender. She's like, "Oh, well, my sellers won't work with that lender. So if you submit an offer with that lender, or if you switch to them, there's no business that we're going to be doing." I'm like, that's when it kind of caught me. I'm like, but then I had to come back down.
What makes you say that?
Yeah. Cheers.
But that's the thing is like, what is it? What is it about that lender that says that makes you want to say you don't want to work with them?
She said her sellers said they won't work with them, but then at the end of it, she goes, "Well, I just haven't had a good experience with them." I'm like, "Well, I've closed like 8 deals with them this year, so
Yeah.
they're giving my client the best rate possible that we can find right now. So if you can't work with them, I don't think it's going to work."
Yeah, and that's one of the things is what makes you say that? Magical questions, right? People get diffused when you call them. Someone insults you, make them repeat it. What was that? You'll see how tough they were.
Yeah, I wish I would have called her off my FUB number so I could send you the recording.
Yeah, I don't have any conversation with agents off FUB.
Really?
I really don't. Every conversation I have, hell, Eric doesn't even have my iPhone number. He calls FUB every day. Not that I don't love you guys want to have conversations, but sometimes we have shenanigans calls and those get ignored. But there's oftentimes there's a lot of information that needs to be saved or used in arguments. And I sure as heck don't want any broker level or agent level conversation outside of my sphere to not have that kind of oversight. So if you don't have some type of device or system working for you to do that, you need one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using my FUB number for the contracts and stuff.
Yeah, it's on the listings, it's on the contracts, every one of the agents on the team. I'm sure it drives Mikey nuts because he has to remember which number to call people back on.
Well, it's easy, especially with the numbers we all pick.
Our phone numbers are easy. They're all Mike's lucky number was 7. So in homage to Mike, we made all of our phone numbers 520-777 and then 4 digits.
Well, what's funny is my childhood phone number was 743-7271, and my FUB number is 777-0043. So close enough.
Yeah. We made it easy. People think they're scam numbers sometimes. They're like 777. That's not real. Oh, it's lucky. But no, you record it, you track it. One, because you can go back and listen to it and say, hey, you know, I really, really ran that call off the rails. Or two, you know what? I think I did a great job. I'd like to share it with others. It's a learning opportunity. I go back and review my calls, especially the ones that didn't go very well.
One of my favorite. Oh, sorry.
You good?
I said one of my favorite questions that Dan asked me of a client that in the spirit of the call, he was so irate because he didn't want me to meet him at the listing, which was requested by my client. that he would never show another one of my listings again. And Dan was like, well, is that in the best interest of your buyers? I mean, he was just, you know, he threw out the how long he was.
I've done over 6,000 transactions. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, you are not upholding the spirit of real estate. That man is infected with a bad spirit.
It's messing with everything.
His spirit is tainted. He haven't. You know what? That man has small open house signs. You got
Big
small
open
open
house
house sign energy. Oh, if you guys only knew. All right. Anyways, good job, Trey. Good job, you know, barking back, but good job not getting yourself an ethics complaint.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the whole time. I was like, you know what? I mean,
Yeah,
Keeping
let's
it
keep ourselves
professional.
out of hot water.
Mhm.
I want to see someone go off on Audra because I bet she can make him cry and tell him stories about life because Audra just has that voice, that slow, loving cadence.
yeah, like a voice you can't be mad at.
I love it.
Yeah.
But just remember that, guys. When somebody says something completely off cuff, out of pocket, what question do you hit them with?
What do you mean by that?
Say that.
Tell me more.
Tell me.
That's interesting. Where did that come from, right?
You
I
think
would
I'm
be like, I'm gonna
vain.
give you a minute to calm down, and then you can call me back.
Mhm.
Sounds like you're
February.
going through something personal. I'm gonna let you just simmer down.
Oh, Fabi's got to get somebody.
Also
mad.
February.
Trey, you say you've been doing this for 22 years. I would have expected a way better line of questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, it just caught me so off guard, and like I really just had to catch myself because it pissed me off for a little bit. But
Mhm.
yeah, that was weird.
How come I've done more transactions in 30 days than you've done in 22 years?
Ooh, burn.
Ooh, bird. 12? No, no. Here's a win for everyone. Are you in the business to win or to make it work?
To make it work.
Right? It's win-win or no deal. It's collaborative agent. Co-op is cooperational,
Yep.
not combative. And trust me, if we had combative agents, this world would be a lot more interesting. Right? We'd have title fights over luxury. And then Big Dan Caldwell would get a lot more big listings. I'm just saying that. I love Michelle to death, but toe to toe, I'm 10 toes in, baby. We're going to have ourselves combative agency. But no, you work together because now, what if you have a terrible experience, an absolutely awful, poisoned experience, and you no longer want to even deal with the spirit of that person?
I already don't. But
Or what if it holds up your ability to look through the contracts because you just have this aggression towards them, right? Is that in the best interest of your next client?
nope.
Not at all. I hold grudges. Oh God, do I hold grudges? I don't forget things, and they turn into long-standing jokes that have been going for years, and most people don't catch it because, well, they're not part of the joke circle. But when it comes to my buyers and sellers, facts and feelings don't exist in the same sentence. This is a really great offer, but this is a really shitty agent. Maybe they were just having a bad time. Like Abby said, it sounds like you're going through something personal. I'll let you get back to that. Right. I had an agent that the very first couple of messages out of her text messages were just like, wow, I'm not going to say the word. It starts with a C and ends with next Tuesday. And the whole conversation set, I've filtered through that mindset of, wow, you're just an absolute wretched. And then I get her on the phone. And English isn't her first language. That explains why your text messages are hyper sharp. right? Foot in mouth, right? That's just me. But after that conversation, it's like everything changed. Our interactions were better, our negotiations were better, the Binzer was better, all of it was better. But had it stayed in the same frame of mind in the first point of conversation, I'd be like, nah, man, kick rocks. I'm not going to help you do nothing. So get it with a grain of salt or a whole bucket of salty, if you know what I'm talking about. And just know that you're probably going to run into them again. Agents that are going to last in this business, you have a higher chance of doing business again after 3 years. And I want you guys to have great relationships with and without agents and clients, and because you're going to come into contact with them again. You're going to have an offer with them, or they're going to bring a buyer to your listing or something. And I want it to be a pleasant experience.
I just don't understand, Dan, why the only confrontations I have with realtors are with people from this brokerage. I just don't understand.
Does the brokerage have a long name?
No, actually, it's a real broker. It's a real brokerage.
Brokerage.
Yeah.
It's not a fake brokerage. It's, you know
No,
what?
real.
I too also have problems with people from a real brokerage that happens to be in Sierra Vista.
Mhm.
And honestly, it's a problem. Like there's intent there. A real problem.
I just don't know what the issue is.
But we can do better, right? All of us in the Rise and Thrive community can do better, because no matter what monster we face, who do we control?
Ourselves.
Ourselves, right? It's not about what happens in life, it's how you respond to it. Jerks are gonna jerk. Buttheads are gonna butthead. It just is what it is. So we have to respond in kind. So what makes you say that? That's interesting. If they insult you, make them repeat it. Make them feel stupid about saying something. Right? I had an agent, clearly you don't know what you're doing. What was that? I said, right? There's a thing, right? If you look at camping, right? You go out camping. You as a human being are sleeping in this nylon bag. It's like a burrito for nature. Why aren't all these predators coming to eat you? Well, because for them, it's generation and generation and year and millennia of evolution to know what their prey is, what their predators are. And so they have this expectation, but you insert something that looks new, right? Clearly, there's something about this sleeping person in a tent that's absolutely terrifying to a bear, because the bear has all of these hunches and saying, hey, could be friend, could be foe, I don't know, but it's hyper calm. It's sleeping and I'm right here and it has no concern in the world. This thing must be terribly dangerous. I need to run away. Anyone ever seen cat videos where a bear's on the back porch and the cat goes after the bear and the bear scrams? Right? Evolution has told that bear, that cat is deadly because it's chasing me. Right? That little fur ball of razor blades and fury must know something I don't. Let me get out of here. So when you don't respond to someone who's in an argumentative and fightful state, you come in calm, you are putting a primordial response in their head. What do they know that I don't to keep them calm? Think about that. Watch MMA fights. It's usually the guy that's calm before the fight, or the girl. There's those that now too. It's usually the one that's super calm before the fight that wins. Why is that? Well, it's all upstairs. You have this super ability to go and do crazy things.
Yeah. They have more control.
Yeah, be calm.
Yeah.
Someone in Florida's calling me and I can't ignore the call. That's the only problem with FUB is it doesn't respond to my do not disturb in the morning. I can't even answer it. Go to the voicemail. Go away. So calm, cool, collected. And if you're not in the headspace to take that phone call, it's okay to not answer it. It's also okay to say, hey, you know what? It sounds like you and I need to talk later.
Mhm.
One, when I cool down, because I'm going to say some shit that my mama's going to be mad at. Or two, because you need to cool down. And you're going to say some shit my mama's going to be mad at.
My mom.
Does the same thing happen to our clients?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, we closed the deal yesterday. Cassie, she's not on the call today, but she called me yesterday and let me know we were closing, and she told me some stuff. And the seller, hyper emotional, super combative. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to give him that. It was just a bunch of no, 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 no. Difficult, just difficult. Oh, they could have 30 minutes for the final walkthrough, but not a minute more. I'm kicking about after that. Listen, Mary, chill out. Right? How about we talk later? Mary calls back, says, I'm sorry, I was dealing with some stuff. My kids are being crazy. The final walkthrough's fine. We're going to go to the movies. Let them know they got between here and here. We'll be gone. Okay, great. People make rash decisions because they're not emotionally calibrated.
Mm.
How many people in your world outside of your house, right? I know some of you got kids that are a little crazy like mine. But how many people have you come across that are emotionally stunted? Adults acting like teenagers, right? Whiny little babies, throwing tantrums because they didn't get their way.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Right? I think anymore, EQ, which is an emotional intelligence, IEQ. So your emotional intelligence is one of the best skills you can learn so that you can navigate other people that don't have emotional intelligence. We had a guy, Aspen's not on the call, is she? I don't see her. No. Shame on you, Aspen. But Aspen's under contract with a guy that when we asked for proof of funds, because he's like, I'm going to do a cash deal. Oh, great. Give us our proof of funds. He responds with, I drive a Ferrari. That's my proof of funds. All right, dickhead. I don't care. I still need proof of funds. You drive a Ferrari. Good job, bud. Right? Is that an okay response? I drive a Ferrari. That's my proof of funds.
The
What?
one that has a big
It
key
could be
mark on
rented.
it?
Is that?
The one that has a big key mark on it in the next 5 minutes?
Nah, it's the one I parked underneath my big Ferrari. That's the thing is like, what? Tell your broker I drive a Ferrari. I make more money than they in a month than they do all year.
Did they
This is
not say
a
that?
weird process. And I'm like, excuse me, please just remind your client we are here to protect and help them, not measure. Okay.
Mhm.
And if you want to measure, go ahead and pull up his address and then go pull up my address. Oh, weird. My house is twice the size of his. Sir, my Ferrari has 8 bedrooms and 96 fucking kids. I don't have money for a Ferrari. I have a damn basketball team in my house. You guys see my kids now. They're all
Also, how lame is that?
skinny
That's so lame.
beanbags. But we have to have the emotional IQ to handle those because people can't do it. I mean, honestly, the mass majority out there don't have emotional intelligence. They say stuff off the cuff and they want you to be triggered because that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
My response was I laughed.
Oh,
I said, well, that's great. Please use your Ferrari to go down to the bank and get a certified letter or just give me bank statements that shows your proof of funds.
You'll get there very fast.
Right?
That's just something so crazy to say, Dan. I could literally own Arizona and I would never say something stupid like that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is like that shows you the stunted maturity of some people. Yeah, this goes back to our conversation on Monday, right? Don't think, just do. Successful people out there, they're not smart. They're just successful. So don't think intelligence and success have the same parallels. But emotional IQ is something you're going to need to navigate these markets because you're going to have buyers, you're going to have sellers, you're going to have agents. Hell, you're going to have title people and lenders and all kinds of people in your world that are going to challenge you emotionally. And it's on you to navigate that and keep it clean. My best friends know I am not somebody you want to challenge, because if you flip a switch on the wrong day, I'm probably going to hit you with my truck on the way to the next listing appointment
And leave a card.
and then leave a card. I don't have time. Like, you know what? I've had my whole life, I have been the big guy. Let's take down the big guy. Let's fight the big guy. My whole life, I have dealt with little people syndrome, that they just want to prove a point. You know what? The only thing I got to prove is I don't got time for you. That's the emotional IQ, is like, the fight's not worth it. In 5 minutes, is this going to matter? No. Am I going to turn this into a joke and talk about it on my morning group? Absolutely. You now become ridiculed for the rest of my existence, because I'm always going to bring up these instances and make fun of you over it. But one of the best things I've ever been able to do is to say, you know what, this conversation is no longer productive. Let's talk later. Because I can feel that monster inside of me bubbling up. Right? I'm like that little kid. Mama, can I say a bad word? Can I say a bad word? I'm gonna say a bad word. Because on the phone, I want to tell people to go kick rocks, and I want to say it the non-censored way. And only a couple of you know exactly what that is. I can't say it because Audra told me not to use that word anymore. But don't let them get your goat. Okay? Don't let them rock your peace. Don't let them get in your head. You will carry that with you all day, and it'll ruin you, and you'll be like, oh. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Don't let it. Think about this, right? Every emotionally challenging conversation you have, put it in a canister. Like, you know, those thermoses your mom used to send you to school with chicken noodle soup in it, right? No one else grew up poor like I did? No? All right. Audra knows, you know, a little
Caldo
thermos.
de pollo. Caldo
Yeah.
de pollo.
My mom can't cook. I had chicken noodle soup from the can.
Our
Caldo de
thermoses
pollo.
were always missing. That's how poor we were.
They're missing. Right? You're not bringing home from school? Mija, what is wrong with you? No, that
No
was
more.
right. I want you to take those emotional conversations. I want you to put it in that thermos, right? Keep it in that thermos where it's going to stay warm or cold, regardless of what you put in there. Double wall insulated thermos. You put it in there, and you take that thermos and you chuck it. You don't need to carry that stuff around with you all day. Okay? Your day is heavy enough. Your life is heavy enough. Your emotional bearings are heavy enough. You don't need other people's.
It's true.
Some people just want to spit on you to spit on you. Don't let them. So put it in the thermos and chuck that thermos. Hopefully you hit the person with it. Emotionally, not physically. That's assault. Actually, that's battery. I learned there's a difference. Assault is when people feel threatened. Battery is the physical contact, which makes no sense.
Assault. Yeah, it sounds like that should be flipped.
Yeah, but it's not. Assault is I feared for my physical well-being. I felt a fear of such. A battery is the physical contact.
Oh, crap.
But when you throw a battery at someone, that's assault. But you hit them with a battery, that's battery. So, just so you know. Was today worth your time? You are going to run into a conversation that feels heavy.
Yeah.
Don't think you have to pick it up. That's the best thing you can remember. It's not my heavy. And even some of your heavies aren't really your heavies. It's just your choice to pick up other people's rocks. So don't. Chuck it in the Uffick bucket. All right?
Yeah,
Let's go do something crazy today, like sell a house.
right.
Audra, I know you're still carrying a little bit of that cellar from yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not
Right,
worth
right, right. That's a learning experience, at least.
That's what I told you. That's what I told you. You know what? It's closed, it's done. Never talk to them again. Talk to the wife, not the husband.
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Be gone. Get out of here. You are
Yeah.
no longer welcome in my life. So, all right, my friends, thank you so much for being a part of my morning. If you're carrying around some rocks today that aren't yours, leave him behind. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.